These coaches for so long have been the assistants at these clubs. Lucio with assistant to Vanderlei Lichtenberger, who had such success here on both his spells. Viola that time pushed off the ball. The referee has allowed play to continue. This is Dodo, and there was no way forward. Leandro was in a very tight control on Dodo. 4 goals this season. Now Kleber, real anchorman at the back for Palmeiras, but watch for him to come forward on set plays. So good in the air. Now Junior.
What both teams do well, Mike, is their passing is exceptional, and along with their passing they get good movement from the forward. So we're going to see good football right the way through the afternoon. It's a matter of who puts away the chances when they arise.
Serginho. The check back that time. He's being closed down. Gets away though from Cafu. Now Serginho scored 3 goals so far this season. Feels there for a penalty, but only half-hearted.
Well, that was definitely a matchup of 2 fullbacks, and Serginho got the best of that exchange.
Luis Al plays it wide. Cafu. Junior on the far side. Who joining? Great pace, great skill, and the cross. Well, the cross needed to be pulled back a little bit, but in the end it turned out to be not a bad shot.
Yes, his momentum, I think, carried him too far, and he almost put it in from an impossible angle, but what an exciting dribble there.
And Junior can certainly bring a crowd to life very, very quickly.
He's not the biggest of players, Mike, but he's got such quick feet and his skills are exceptional, and he loves to come forward.
Very similar to Roberto Carlos, who went to Italy and is now starring at Real Madrid.
Absolutely.
Nice pass forward, and that's Danielson. Danielson, who has scored a couple of goals this season.
I'm not sure why there was an infringement there, but the referee, again, on top of the action and making sure nothing gets out of hand.
Kleber. There's a lot of experience, this Palmeiras side. Kleber. Had a spell over in Spain with Logroñés. Like so many Brazilians, just failed to settle. And here come Palmeiras. All played in. Too high, but the flag was already up.
And Freddy Rincón just got under it too much. The idea was right. He was trying to curl it into the top corner, but just spooned under it.
Freddy Rincón, an interesting character. It's his second spell at Palmeiras. He was here in the 1993-94 season. And he was not a favourite with the crowd. Left the club and vowed never to play for them again. And here he is back. And now a very key member of this Palmeiras side.
He's one of those players, Mike, that on his day, he can destroy any defence, so never fall asleep on him.
But Nielsen was the player who was brought down. And this time the clearance there, just charged down. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, these two sides know each other so well. They've played 131 times. As we see a nice piece of defensive work there. Sao Paulo actually lead. They've won 52. Palmeiras have won 40. 39 have finished up in draws. Cafu there, caught by a late challenge.
And if you're looking for a key in today's game, I think the goalkeeping, as we see Cafu just been nicked on his way through, but Palmeiras have Marcelo in, their regular keeper is out, and it's a big test for the young fellow coming to a game of this magnitude.
So I'm surprised that Sao Paulo, even at this early stage, haven't tried to test him with a couple of long shots. It's only his 3rd ever start. Here comes Cafu. The referee allowing play to go on this time, but not that one. Well, Cafu there. 2 fouls, and the referee, I'm not sure if he talks or speaks Portuguese, but certainly whatever language he speaks and whatever language the players understand, he made himself abundantly clear.
Yes, and Cafu was lucky to escape with the yellow card there, because he committed 2 fouls in the series there.
Sao Paulo just pushing it around at the back.
The Sao Paulo style slightly different from Palmeiras. They'll play with Dodo as a lone forward, and the midfielders, especially Denilson, will join him in the attack. Whereas Palmeiras have the dynamic duo, Luizão and Viola, hanging up front all the time.
Too high that time for Serginho. The road to World Cup 98 continues here on ESPN live on Wednesday. From European Group 2, it's Poland against Italy. Italy beating Moldova. They now lead that group. And a crucial game for Poland, and also a crucial one for Italy as well. It's never easy to go to Poland and get a good result. And Palmeiras. Wide for Cafu. As I said, he played at Sao Paulo between 1989 and 1994, part of their Copa Libertadores winning side, and also the team that won the World Club Championship twice. He's coming in there on Marquinhos.
When you do play against your old club, Mike, there's always extra incentive, and there's just a bit more effort from you to make sure the result goes in your way.
Lifted forward. Palmeiras closing down Denilson quickly. Denilson, who seems to have been around for so long, but he's still only 19 years old actually, he's not even 20 yet. His debut as a 16-year-old. And this week, in fact, Roma in Italy's Serie A, who offered $7 million for him before Christmas, and now come back with a more increased offer, and he could be off to Roma next season. As we see the challenge coming in there from Junior.
It's certainly a good buy for that money, because he's such a creator. He can change a game in one stroke.
Well, Roma looking to recapture their glory days. They already have one Brazilian over there. Well, there. Looking at if they can recreate those days. Falcao was an integral part of the Roma side. Now here come Palmeiras. Junior. Plays it wide. Many of green shirts have got forward. Needs a good cross. They're waiting in the centre. Viola! Oh, Viola. A couple of seasons ago scored goals so regularly for Corinthians. And created something there out of absolutely nothing.
Spectacular. The ball control on the chest. Knocks it up for himself and goes for the unbelievable overhead kick, and wasn't far wide.
Viola, who, as I was saying, scored so many goals a couple of seasons ago now for Corinthians, went to Spain and just failed to hit it off at Valencia. Now he's back and he's found his goal-scoring touch. Leading goal scorer in the Paulista League with 12 goals. And one from a long way out. Rogério will have no trouble with that. Another goalkeeper who's been very patient here at Sao Paulo. He joined in 1990 and really has only played a handful or so games because of Zetti, who was like a permanent fixture here in the last 6 seasons.
That shot from Viola, Mike, is an example of how dangerous their front two are. They can create something out of nothing.
There was Denilson again, being double teamed that time. Solo hasn't been tested so far. Now Denilson, in that one hard and low. Nodded away there by Cafu. is coming out with the first yellow card. Goes to Viola, who argues the decision.
Oh yes, there can be no argument there. He's caught him on the ankle late. Maybe a bit harsh for the yellow card, but the referee, I think, is right to get a grip of this game.
You're watching the Brazilian Paulista League from the Morumbi Stadium here in Sao Paulo. It's the top two teams, the unbeaten teams in the Paulista League, clashing here, Sao Paulo and Palmeiras. And as we come up towards the 15th minute, it's still no score. Sao Paulo in the white, Palmeiras in the green. Referee there, Claude Colombo, who has come from France to handle this game. And just ensuring there, the players, Viola still arguing that he got the yellow card. I think the referee just letting him know, no more arguments, otherwise you're off.
And Cafu got right in his ear then, saying, listen, you're too important to this team to be sitting watching it, so keep your mouth closed and stay on the field, because we really need you.
Marcelo there getting nice comfortable touch. In fact, he is the third choice goalkeeper for Palmeiras. They lost their number one goalkeeper. Also, their reserve goalkeeper is also injured.
And your point earlier, Mike, he hasn't been tested, and I think he'll be relieved that he hasn't had to face a shot yet.
Now Luis out. And he's stopped there by Rogerio Vignario. Referee playing the advantage. Here comes Sao Paulo. Danielson now. And Danielson just being dispossessed there by Kleber, showing all his experience. Cafu, Danielson chasing back. The referee again playing the advantage. Viola. Now Junior plays it forward. Rogerio there is going to go in the referee's notebook. Rather a wild challenge.
Yeah, talk about competitive might. I mean, the boots are flying right now. Both teams don't want to concede an inch, and they're really competing.
So 2 yellow cards in the space of 2 minutes. The referee just trying to keep the lid on this, because potentially this is a very explosive affair. No love lost between these two sides. Great rivalry on and off the field. Palmeiras now have this free kick. Floated in, and Viola and Luis out, lost their markers. The flag stayed down, and you've got to put that down as a gilt-edged opportunity.
Well, Sao Paulo can consider himself very fortunate not to be a goal down. That is a wide-open chance, and Viola usually buries them.
Romagnio there, the coach of Sao Paulo, will not be impressed with that marking at the back.
I mean, it strikes me as funny that these two guys score goals, and for some reason they just fail to pick them up in the box, which is just a lapse of concentration.
Now Cafu. Freddy Rincón. Traveled around during his career, Freddy Rincón, Napoli and Real Madrid. Really didn't set the world on fire at either of those clubs. Free kick's been quickly taken now. Here comes Sao Paulo. Palmeiras could be stretched, but they needed a better pass than that. And in the end, the foul is conceded. Junior is the player who's just bundled down there by Edmilson.
It was a great opportunity, because he had Dodo, I believe, inside him if he had just looked up, but he had one thing in mind. He was going to take the man on and shoot, and he just pushed the ball too far in front of himself.
Cafu. And Kleber. Junior. Being very patient at the moment. Leandro plays it square. And the throw in the end goes to Sao Paulo.
And Mike, when you do get two teams of this caliber, this strength, sometimes they cancel each other out and you get a dull affair, but the opening pit moments here have been very bright. And I think, we're in for an exciting match right the way through.
Jorginho taking the throw, but Galliano got there first. And Viola there, just losing his balance. Danielson. And shepherded towards the sideline there by Kleber. Kleber there just timing his challenge to perfection, completely stopping the attack. Serginho. Now Danielson. Now Sao Paulo with plenty of players forward. Their first shot on goal, no worries there for the goalkeeper. Edmilson was the player trying to curl that one in.
Yeah, it's just a speculative shot and didn't really trouble the keeper, and he'll be happy to get a nice touch on that, and no worries there.
ESPN's coverage of the UEFA Champions League continues. It's the semi-final live from the Amsterdam Arena. It's Ajax against Juventus. What a game that promises to be. The first leg of the semi-finals, a replay, in fact, of last year's final. Juventus was successful on a penalty shootout. No penalties in the first leg. Just 90 minutes. Ajax against Juventus.
And on that last move for Sao Paulo, Danielson really showed his quality. His balance was exquisite as he waited for his teammates to get in position, and he played a great ball in.
The ball played behind the defence. Danielson, time to look up. Nobody waiting, now he plays it in and too close to the goalkeeper. Oh, Marcelo having quite an easy time of it at the moment.
Yeah, but Danielson is a creator, and he's a handful on that left side, and he whipped in across, just too close to the keeper, but signs of danger.
Now Viola. No worries there for Rogério.
An interesting point in this game, Mike, is that Palmeiras, when we've seen them in recent week, have been playing against supposedly weaker teams, and the other teams just sat back and soaked up the pressure. But Sao Paulo at home and need the points and have to come out, so this is going to be a free-flowing match here.
Don.
I think they forgot which end the goals are at, because they've gone side to side twice and finally put the ball out of play.
The Palmeiras supporters enjoyed that, but certainly the Sao Paulo ones didn't. Here's Rincón. Nielsen. Placed there by Kleber. He was in doubt, in fact, for this game with an injury, but was able to train yesterday, came through unscathed. As Sao Paulo supporters want a penalty. The referee's not interested.
And Kleber shows his quality as a defender. Just stands up, doesn't go to ground, doesn't make a rash challenge. Stands up, let Danielson do all the fancy dribbling, and just guards his goal well. He's a consistent player, and every game I've seen him play, never makes mistakes.
Paul Colombo, the referee, a good view of that. Looking at the replay, we've seen penalties given for a lot less.
Sure have, haven't we?
Here's Alberto. Rogério plays that one forward, and Palmeiras have got it back. Rincón. So hard to knock off the ball, Freddy Rincón. Here's Kleber. Although he passed that late fitness test, he doesn't seem to be moving quite as freely as one normally sees him, but most players would have given anything to play in this game. It is so important. Kills for handball. Certainly might have been a case there of the ball playing the hand, not the hand playing the ball.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Just charged down accidentally, no intent to handle it. But I think a major key in this game is going to be the two sets of fullbacks, as we said. I think which sets of fullback has the best day in terms of coming forward and creating, I think will determine this match.
Palmeiras, of course, missing Jalminho, who scored 4 goals this season. He's got a small muscle tear in the right thigh, so he's out missing. And as we told you earlier, the number 1 choice goalkeeper, Veloso, suspended after being sent off last week. Here's Rincón. That was a good intercept. Now Danielson. Still Danielson. Twisting and turning. Faced there by 2 defenders. Still Danielson. And just pushed down there by Kleber.
Kleber has something to say to him afterwards. There we can see it's just a little body contact, nothing major. And Kleber says, listen, you better stay on your feet because I am not going to be beat today.
Danielson, of course, who came into that Sao Paulo side that won the Ball Cup in 1994 with basically their reserve team, a team that also included Juninho, now at Middlesbrough in the English Premier League. As I was saying earlier, Danielson could be on his way to Serie A with Roma in Italy. So we see this ball come across, and in the end it was an important header because Luizão had that one in his sights.
Yeah, both Luizão and Viola inside the box, ready to pounce, and the defender just got an important touch.
Luizão, in fact, was sent off in the Copa do Brasil game on Wednesday, as Marcelo is really tested for the first time with a stinging shot from outside the penalty area.
It didn't look too convincing, did he? He beats it down to the ground, wasn't sure where it was afterwards, and that's what Sao Paulo need to do, test the young fella, see if his nerves can stand up to the pressure of a big game.
I'm surprised it's taken them nearly 26 minutes to do that, though. You would have thought they would have perhaps tried to do that in the first 5 or 10 minutes before he got a chance to settle. And his opposite number there, Rogério, making a mistake. This could be costly. Rincón, and Rogério is back.
Well, the 2 goalkeepers are certainly making it interesting. He's caught the ball and for some reason throws it inexplicably to Palmeiras, who almost punished him with a shot into the net.
Mario, the coach there at Sao Paulo, former player at Sao Paulo as well from 1972 to 1979. And then went off to Mexico to play for Pueblo. Now here come Palmeiras. Shot charge down. Game starting to open up. Serginho, another player, had a late fitness test to be able to play in this game.
Yeah, he took a great risk there, dribbling in your own box, which is something you shouldn't do.
Goalkeeper comes and takes that one safely. Who was the player with the cross?
And watch the keeper time it just right and catches it right in the peak there and calms the action down.
Danielson. And going around Galliano.
He'll be disappointed with that because that was a breathtaking move. He juked inside, pushed it to the out and was hoping to get a great cross in. Unfortunately, not this time.
Galliano, another player who's just back from suspension. His second spell now at Palmeiras. Of course, Luizão also back from suspension. Now he's going to have to serve another one after being sent off in the Copa do Brasil midweek. And the ball lifted forward. No power on that cross.
Right now it's end-to-end. There's no shortage of attacking ideas, and both teams are not sitting back for a result. They're going for the points.
Ball lifted forward. It's a great opportunity. The shot though was wide from Edmilson. But what a delightful build-up.
Oh, he scoops it over the defence. A clever, cheeky ball. Edmilson gets it horribly wrong and drags his shot wide. Great opportunity wasted in a sense.
There is the player who's gone down. As I was saying earlier, he passed a very late fitness test. Did train yesterday. And so keen was he to play in this game, and also for Palmeiras to make sure that he was there to anchor the defence. You just wonder if he is 100% fit. You're watching Brazilian Paulista League football from the Morumbi Stadium in Sao Paulo. where with just over 29 minutes gone, no goals, we had a couple of yellow cards, and the referee issuing those quite early, and it's taken the sting out of the game. Both sides now concentrating on their attacking play. Palmeiras, of course, the team who have been scoring goals like they've been going out of style. Mario there, the coach of Sao Paulo, has seen his side also unbeaten so far this season. They have the best defensive record, so the best attack up against the best defence. At the moment, it's all even Steven at 0-0 with Eddie Might and I'm Mike Hill. Here's Cafu. Claybear is now back on his feet. He's going to continue.
And we've seen both teams have great scoring opportunity. Viola on one end, missing a clear header, and Edmilson just then dragging the shot wide. So, you know, both teams could have been on the scoreboard early.
This is Wagner playing it back. And Galliano, second spell at Palmeiras. Hard worker in midfield. As this one is played through. Time for the cross. The header there came from the defender. Luizao with a clash of heads, in fact.
Look at this ball from Cafu, bent with pace, and Luizao gets his head on the ball and then ends up clashing heads with the defender.
Canario is the player down for Sao Paulo. Both players needing attention. Both players there just going for the ball. Always worrying when you get a clash of heads like that.
Yeah, it's just worrying, Mike, because obviously there's no protection for the head there.
ESPN's coverage continues with the road to World Cup 98. On Wednesday, it's the Czech Republic up against Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia only lost once. That was their last outing to Spain. The Czech Republic looking to regain the form that they showed during Euro 96 when they made it through to the final. And of course, their form so far on the road to World Cup has not been the best. That's our game for you this week. Czech Republic against Yugoslavia. Mauricio Araujo there, the coach of Palmeiras, giving some running instructions. As Luizao gets some treatment.
Yes, you hope that's not serious, Mike, but what was nice for Palmeiras is that Cafu got right in behind the back and put in a pinpoint cross, and Luizao, the goal scorer, all he saw was the whites of those posts, and unfortunately get a clash of the heads for his pain there.
During last season from Guarani. Mauricio Araujo there, and our Brazilian colleagues, some exclusive thoughts. At the moment, I would think those thoughts are very much concerned for Luizao.
Yes, I think he'll be pleased with the way his team started. Obviously, he's probably stating the importance of the game and just stating probably some of the adjustments they might have to look at.
Well, both players back on their feet. They will recommence with this corner for Palmeiras. Still no score. This one comes into the near post. Heading clear there by Bourdon. That was rather a reckless challenge. The referee stepping in quickly. Another free kick for Palmeiras. Ball curled in, the ball's put in the back of the net, but the flag was already up. Well, Palmeiras supporters do not like that decision.
Yes, but the linesman clearly had his flag up just as the kick was taken, and I think Rogério just pulled out and let it go into the net.
Galliano was a player who just tapped it over the line.
But you can see the anticipation by the fans for a goal. They are ready to voice their support.
Canario was the player who played it forward and now goes for the return. Time to measure his cross. Away there by Claybear. Another free kick for rather a clumsy challenge. Of movements this week, in fact, from Sao Paulo. Valdir has been loaned to Benfica in Portugal for a fee of $300,000 for 3 months, and Wesley has been transferred to Vitória in Bahia. And he'll team up with Bebeto. It's Rincón.
And that's common with Brazilian football, isn't it, Mike? You know, their players going overseas to earn their living.
Now Junior. There's always plenty of transfer activity, always plenty of transfer rumours as well as Alberto goes down. Alberto, a player who joined this season, came from Palmeiras. Rogerio with a long clearance taken there by Kleber. Palmeiras still playing the similar brand of football that they played under Wanderlei Luxemburgo as Luizão goes down, no free kick given.
And a good decision by the referee. I think he just lost his balance more than anything, and there was no foul committed.
Cafu that time gets the better of Serginho. Now Luizão. Cafu's made the run through. And Cafu, who's scored once so far this season. There was the trip. And Luizão, I think, was looking for that free kick anyway.
Yes, I mean, he sensed the tackle coming and made a bit of a meal of it. And good credit to the referee, just let the game flow on, and we like to see the action keep going.
Through there, taken out of it. And Boletti, I think it was, who just went straight through him. Seemed to lose control there, and then making an effort to get the ball, just seemed to clip Cafu. These free kicks are for challenges that are not really dirty, they're just rather clumsy. I think the players are just so much on edge, so much at stake here, and they're just getting caught up in the emotion, perhaps trying that a little bit too hard.
Yeah, Mike, you're absolutely right. I mean, they've been motivated, they've been wound up for this game, and, you know, they know what's at stake, and that's probably a result, the free kicks.
They're taking ricochet. Came off a Palmeiras player last of all.
That's a good thing to see. I mean, you know, Rincón acknowledged that he had Cafu out on the right, but why not take a shot in this kind of game? Who knows where that might have ricocheted to?
Just mentioned, of course, that Palmeiras, or Sao Paulo, in fact, have offloaded two players this week, Valdir and Wesley. Of course, the big news is that they are at the moment negotiating to try to bring Giovanni back from Barcelona. Not a regular with the Spanish Giants. Doesn't like the idea of sitting on the bench. He wants to come back to Sao Paulo. It'll be a very interesting move. As Palmeiras now spring forward. Rincón. Luizão. Cutting in field, trying to get away there from Bordon. Not the easiest thing to do. Cafu. Here's Rincón. Now, Luizão just trying to play that one over the defence. That goes out of play.
But what Rincón's done, he's taken over, in a sense, the role that Xiaomina plays. Xiaomina for Palmeiras is the playmaker. And Rincón today is going left, going right, coming down the middle and trying to spark the play and orchestrate the moves.
We're saying that Marcelo, the goalkeeper for Palmeiras, is their third choice. Of course, Veloso out through suspension, and Marcio, their second choice goalkeeper at the moment, is recovering from a broken leg. Now, Denilson. Letting the ball run that time. Will it come for Denilson? It won't. Sao Paulo trying to win the ball back. The trouble is they've got to throw in. Cafu was the player coming back.
And you got to love the commitment shown there. Nobody's pulling out of a challenge. This is a meaningful game.
Cafu there, puddling down Denilson. Of course, they were teammates for so long at Sao Paulo when Cafu was there. Denilson would have been a youngster. He was probably in the reserve team at the time. That's what you call selling the dummy. Everybody bought it, including your own teammates.
Yeah, we were all the dummies there, weren't we?
Marquinhos plays it forward. Viola big and strong. This was a major talking point when he played at Corinthians. It was always a discussion what colour boots he was going to take the field wearing. Remember in the final against Palmeiras, playing for Corinthians, wearing gold boots and scoring. Now Rincón, a little bit of a push there into the back of Cordon.
Yes, he just tugged on him there and committed the foul. Going back to Viola, Mike, we saw him with green hair recently, so you know, so the boots and the hair coordinate now.
Now Marquinhos. Warriors ball forward, and he's won a corner. Serginho there just trying to knock it back to Rogério. As we enter the final 5 minutes of this first half. No goals, but certainly it's been an entertaining affair so far. Both sides coming out with a very positive attitude. Marquinhos with the corner for Palmeiras. He's hit that one deep, and in fact the ball had curled out of play and then curled back in.
Yes, he got so much swerve on that corner that it started out and ended up way in on the back stick of the box there. Extraordinary ball.
Marquinhos started his career with Flamengo. Came to Palmeiras and really failed to settle. He was actually loaned to Juventude. Now he's come back and really established himself as a first-choice player. As we see that free kick there going for Palmeiras. Foul was on Junior.
And that's funny how that happens, Mike. You know, players sometimes, you know, get a big move and all their anticipation is there. And for some reason they fail to settle, but once they find a home, they like to stay there.
That was Axel. Paulo now looking for the more direct route to goal. Galliano there. And dispossessed there by Denilson. Now he needs some help. And Denilson there, unable to get past the Galliano. 25 last Friday was Galliano.
Yes, he showed his frustration there. He lost the ball trying to go around Galliano and just caught him on the back of the leg as Galliano tried to clear it.
The referee just indicated there to Denilson, I saw that, and let's not have no more of it.
And the referee's done a good job so far.
Yes, certainly. I've been very impressed with him. Claude Colombo, they brought from France. As Luis Al tries to go through now. Viola, beaten in the air that time. Double team. Rogério Pinheiro in the end, the player who can clear. Here comes Sao Paulo now. Monsieur Ruggiero, the coach at Palmeiras. 36 years old, one of the younger coaches around. Hasn't done too many changes to this Palmeiras side since he's taken over from Vanderlei Luxemburgo. I suppose you don't have to say, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. And he's let things run.
And they're running quite well right now.
They certainly are, as we see Edmilson. Now he's got some options, but he needed somebody wide there on the right. Alberto with the cross. Galliano got it away. Rincón. Now Cafu. Rincón. Viola trying the shot. Oh, what a goal!
Well, Viola struts his stuff. That is an instinctive goal scorer's finish, totally out of the blue. He catches Rodrigo completely off his line and out of position. Breathtaking finish. As you see here, he just takes a glance, sees the keeper off his line and bends it over into the top corner. Extraordinary.
Viola's 13th goal of the season. A magnificent strike. It swerved, it dipped. Viola opens the scoring. And 60 seconds before half-time, Sao Paulo 0, Palmeiras 1.
I mean, an incredible goal, Mike, but also a great time for them to score with 1 minute to go before the break.
Well, most managers will tell you there's never a bad time to score, but just before half-time, from a psychological viewpoint, is so important. Now Balletti, Axel, and just seconds earlier, Palmeiras were under, Freddy at the other end, and Sao Paulo, if they could have spread it wide, would have found themselves with a lot of space, but they lost out. And Viola is the player who has opened the scoring here. Luizao playing with that protective bandage over that cut that he sustained with the clash of heads with Rogério Canario. Cafu, Rincón there, just held back. It's going to be a free kick. And don't miss the ESPN's half-time report presented by Budweiser, the only official beer of Copa America. As Palmeiras looks to increase that 1-goal lead. We're now playing stoppage time. Well over a minute has been played. There has been a couple of slight stoppages in the first half. Certainly the injury to Luizao.
And that goal, Mike, has electrified this place. I mean, people are still buzzing about that. Spectacular.
Now Danielson. Show too much of that. Ball hit wide. They're doing well to keep it in play. Did he know? Frustration there for Alberto.
And that is the key word. I mean, you know, just right after the goal, they played well enough to go in level at half-time and find themselves down. And the frustration just showed them, boiled over.
There. Driving that one forward. Luizao. Straight up in the air. Sao Paulo only scored 20 goals in their 11 matches. Palmeiras 34 goals in their 11 matches before today. Sao Paulo, though, have only conceded 10. And they've conceded their 11th. Palmeiras have conceded 12. There's so little between the sides as the shot there from a long way out.
Yeah, and the confidence is flowing from Palmeiras now.
There is the half-time whistle. First half brought to a close there by Claude Colombo, the referee from France. Viola's goal in the 44th minute is the goal that separates these two teams. This was the goal. Absolutely brilliant. We'll be back after this.